50 subscribers. So I'm over here with Larry, and he got new toys for us to ride and enjoy. So let's go and check them out.
So unfortunately I have too many JDM cars. I've got 5 in a row. Got the Suzuki Every 95, got the 95 Subaru Sambar supercharged, a 96 I think I think it's a 97 actually, Subaru, Mitsubishi Pajero Junior, and 94 Sambar turbo supercharged with a stick, and then my 1996, or is it 95 Bondo? I can't remember, but too many cars. It's really fun when you want to get the Suzuki out. Okay, so this is a Pajero Junior, which is the big brother to the Pajero Mini, which is the K car, and I think the one you guys saw last time. And this is the ZR2 is actually like a class or trim of the Pajero Junior, and it means it's got like power steering and electric windows, and it's like the higher trim level of the Pajero Junior. So the Pajero Junior was only sold in Japan. It's got a 1.1 liter 16 valve engine, but it's naturally aspirated, so it has a whopping 80 horsepower in it. It's so much more of a car. It's got better sound deadening, it handles better, it's much smoother. It actually, the power is great on it. The gearing on 5th is higher, so cruise on the highway. I was cruising at 75, no problem on that, on a road with 75 mile/h speed limits. The airbag. Okay. Basically, the interior is identical to the Pajero Mini, because that's what it's based on. But it's been slightly extended forward and extended out, so it actually has the standard crash protection of a regular car as opposed to the K cars, which don't. And then this is the interesting thing. That's actually the airbag light. Instead of being on the dash, it's here. So it'll go off after a minute. And then you get like 2 stations here. So you get classic and jazz. So otherwise it's identical. You know, you can get the cup holders that they had in the other one. This one's a stick, which is actually rare, but I like it. It's got the 4 low, 4 high, and then 2 wheel high. And then you get a little more leg room in this one, and then the seats are firmer, so because it can be heavier. And then the seats do the same as the Pajero Mini did. They go completely flat, but it does have the rubber cover, and I think that's the ZR2 trim has that. But otherwise it's identical, and you get reclining seats in the back. Yeah, so you get slightly more room for the passengers in the back. Maybe they don't have to have their legs cut off, but I have to find it. Oh, there we go. So, should I talk or should I keep it out?
Go ahead, talk a little bit about the engine.
So inside is a 1.1 liter 16 valve engine, but it's naturally aspirated. Has 80 horsepower. It does great. It has a lot of torque. I think the torque is over 100 pound-feet of torque. So that's why it performs a lot better than the Mini did.
Alright, driving this little thing.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have like a lot of weight compared to me.
I'm so used to the steering wheel.
So one of the spare wheel was changed with like when I got the car, it was changed with the spare. And so I think the spare is slightly over pumped, so it does. When I had it before, it tracked perfectly straight, but then when I changed the tire, it slightly turns to the right. So just slightly when you're, but so I think if I go and check the wheels, the air pressure, and make sure they're even.
Oh yeah, the suspension is
much better, more solid. That's why it's just like, I was like, I'm definitely gonna stick with the juniors. You know, so they made less than 100,000 of them.
Oh, the juniors.
Yeah, they only made them for 3 or 4 years.
Oh wow.
But otherwise, it's the same.
Oh wow.
You know, a regular left-hand drive car. It's just you're just shifting with your left hand as opposed to your right hand.
Oh man, this thing is hurting like a kitten, dude.
It does. It
The
drives
clutch
really
is
smooth.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And never heard this radio brand before.
Oh, really? It's a big one in Japan.
Is it?
I think it's actually, is it Pioneer? I can't remember. Oh no, Pioneer is, but yeah, it's a big one. Carzaria, I think it's called.
I'm guessing this only goes up to the Japanese station, right?
Yeah. So that's why I get 2 stations. I think I'll get some religious ones. So if you want to, again, more God, you need more Jesus.
Oh, there's a bongo.
Oh, she's home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait, where is it?
That's right there.
Oh yeah. She's like, what's going on?
She's like, who are these people?
This is my Suzuki Every, and it's a Japanese K car. This is a 1995. Normally it don't come in this color. This one was actually painted by a production company because it was used in a Japanese stealth dating program where they got advice on how to make how to make a successful date. So this actually has super low miles. It's only about 30,000 miles on it. And they did an amazing job of painting it because they didn't get the door sills at all. It's just kind of some overspray. But actually, the outside, they did a really good job. It's actually, could have been a lot worse. They actually did a pretty good job on it. But anyway, this is a very basic version of the Suzuki Every. But the Suzuki Every Joy Pop van is considered the best of the Japanese K vans. They have the most space, everything's maximized, so they're going to have the most space up, wide, and then they have the best engine. Okay, so this car is as basic as you can get. In Japan, with the K cars, they always compete on if they can get a car that's really low price. In order to do that, they get rid of a lot of the amenities. Like this car has absolutely no sound deadening. I mean, it has maybe a millimeter thick piece of plastic. That's it. So you can hear every clank. Of course, you'll only have roll-up windows. We have a mirror, but no, you can't adjust it for if somebody's from the back. You don't have any air vent over there for the passenger. Thank God it has air conditioning, but then there's no visor for the passenger as well. And if you want the passenger to recline, nope, not for them. Or move back and forth, nope, it's fixed. At least the driver can move the seat back and forth. Yeah, it's as basic as you can get. No sound deadening whatsoever. So yeah, you can just see like your millimeter thick rubber mat there. And so there's no tachometer either, but you really get to see your fuel gauge. So actually gets great mileage. I think I'm getting almost 30 or to 40 miles to the gallon. But one interesting thing is the turbo, actually the tachometer would be here on the turbo model, and this would be the fuel and heat on this side.
Right.
So the cool thing about the Every is that you get a ton of space up the top, and then they actually have bars that you run. So I used to store my skis and bicycles up here when I camped in it, and then on the good ones you actually have switches on both sides. This actually comes down here flat, and then you hit this, and then the whole thing goes completely flat. And you can get a motorcycle in here. I slept in here. A futon fits perfectly in here. So it's great for camping or hauling stuff.
All right, so I'm 6'1". I'm going to lay down and see if I fit.
I know you will. Tommy already did it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So usually you lay that way because this is slightly down, but you can lay any way you want.
So much room for activities.
Right. So the gem of this van, and in general Suzuki's, if you don't know it, Suzuki specializes in small and cheap cars. That's their thing. And especially overseas, like we had the Samurai and stuff, and Suzuki tried to get into the more luxurious market. But anyway, the gem of this car is the F6A motor in here, or it might be a K6A aluminum block. It's a 14. I'll be right back.
All right.
I had to take it apart already.
Oh.
So, yes. So that came out too easy.
Right.
And so this is, I believe the battery's here. I have to check that. But that's the gem of this engine. And it's actually, this is the aluminum block. So it's a K6A. It's a single cam. But it has a ton of torque. It might be like 80 or 90 pound-feet of torque for a naturally aspirated engine. And so that's why these are so good. They're the fastest of the K cars and the most powerful. So if you want to check the oil, that's right here. So we're perfect. So yep, that's oil. And then you can see that the belt covers are right here.
Oh, yep.
So yeah, and so when you get underneath, you can actually get access from underneath. You just have to get under it. Yeah, the gas is here. So that.
Oh, you're gonna hit
And the gearing's really low until fifth. And you can go. This has I think it's an 85 red line on it.
Okay. Wow.
So, but there's no tach. So
Yeah.
you really have to
You have
hear
to
it
listen.
scream. But don't worry, you can hear it. Because there's no sound deadening. Keep going, keep going. More, higher. Keep going. That's more like it.
Yeah, I'm not really that comfortable in here.
What?
I'm not really that comfortable in here because it's so cramped.
Yeah. I'm kind of shocked at how tight it is.
Yeah.
You can take a little higher if you want. The torque curve on this comes in a little later. Do you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it.
So that's the other thing. But it's not bad. Around town it's fine. But you can see it's kind of lacking, right?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be perfect for daily.
Yeah. Sea level though, it was. I was like, whoa, this thing is good. You know what? I was gonna say turn here. It's actually a pretty good street to go on, but
Okay.
you can turn here too.
Okay.
You'll see. It might be a more interesting street to drive on. But it's like, geez, it's like, the second it warms up, it's not happening here. The other side.
So what do you think?
You actually feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's only 8,500. Turn on Tennyson and then you can head back on the same road. People drive like psychos on this road.
The one that you ain't gonna pay for sure is the AZ1. Thanks to Larry for letting me drive all the cars.
And this is what it's. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm dropping keys because when you got to move one car, it's a bit of a hassle.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little review video. Next time we're gonna take the Pajero on a little off-road test and see how it does. Until then, see you guys next time.